Let me recap this AI lecture I was at Yritys Salo in Finland. I do this in English because we have immigrants in Finland, so they are not privileged to get this information in common language. So, in this AI lecture, there was this research done that how many people have used AI. 3% of the people told that they never have done it. 30% of the people said that they have tried ChatGPT, and 37% said that they have tried multiple AI tools, and only 31% are actively using it in their work. So in the presentation, there were adaptations where AI is a good tool for uh, medica- medical care, diagnostics. It enhances the diagnostics, treatments, etc. And automatizations. It's good at that. Uh, business? No. What's the finance? Yeah, that's a proper word. It can assess risks, uh, detect frauds, do market analysis, and manage your personal finances in retail stores. It can detect customer behaviors. It can run your logistics and analyze referrals. In technology, ChatGPT 4 and the LLM language learning models are very dominant at the moment. In education, it can tailor suit your learning experience. It can monitor your progress and optimize study plans. Environmental research, it can analyze forecasts, climate change, etc. In entertainment, it can use visual enhancements. We have all these filters in our Snapchat and etc. It can create content with text, also videos, and personal recommendations. For example, Spotify. If you have your browser history, then it knows what kind of music you usually prefer. Social media as well. Um, It was mentioned that AI was invented in 61 by a Unimate robot. 66 was this Eliza chatbot. In 72, we had this deep learning neural networks. But only in 2020, we had sufficient computing power to harness this technology. So, in basic, AI is simulating human behavior, not the expertise, only simulating behavior. The things AI doesn't replace is creating content. It can create it, but it will not create it without prompting. A specialist can supervise and monitor the references if they are correct or not. And the supervisor is always in charge of the content. And even if I have a crow bothering me, so even if this LLM can learn multiple languages, it is not never on par on dialects and slang because language is always evolving. So people use sometimes top of the morning and other times good day. So AI cannot invent the language. It can only learn what has been used. And the deep knowledge and experience that AI cannot harness. It doesn't fit any profession that utilizes on those. Also, the copyrights. AI doesn't own any copyrights. I had an interesting discussion. If you take something out of AI and make it your own, then you own the copyright. But be assured, if AI makes an image that is identifiable with example Super Mario, then it is infringing on the copyrights. So you have to modify the AI enough so it is not infringing on any copyrights to own it yourself. So hallucinations was on the table at one point. At least I know that there are algorithms that are blocking these hallucinations off. Hallucination is usually it starts speaking gibberish or incoherent or false information. But some some coders can detect those and block them off completely. So the AI is at the moment most usable when you're creating ideas. If you don't have an assistant or colleagues, it can back and forth a lot of ideas. You can ask questions of it and check the facts yourself and use this information. But if you blindly trust what the AI is prompting or telling you, then you will fail. And this is the most important part of this lecture. Create a good prompt. You need good prompting, but you need to define the role, context, the style you want it to be, and the goal of your prompt. An example, we're going into those pretty soon, but let's have some examples of tools we can use. ChatGPT, good for ideas and sparring, designing content. Google Gemini understands customers and Google searches. Copilot is good at market surveys and competition benchmarking. Claude was one independent actor. Canva was suggested, but I prefer Keytle. Even if the Keytle AI is very primitive, I take my photos elsewhere and make all visual content in Keytle instead. And Gamma, that's apparently good for maybe PowerPoint for presentation materials. In this context, Midjourney was described as a prompting with text to get a picture, but I myself prefer ideogram or playground AI. But playground AI is constantly changing, so I'm not sure. Every time I use it, it behaves in other ways. But this was interesting. Flicky, Flicky AI. It automatizates your social media videos. Maybe I'll try it on this video. So AI is good at generating ideas when you develop business ideas, market strategies, events, or presentations. In marketing content, you can su- suggest some content for your web pages, ideas, pictures, what to post in social media. And I think it's very good. And actually, you need always to verify when you search information. But for example, I don't know the name of a movie, but I can describe it. So each time I have searched the movie, it has got spot on by the prompting and description alone. So here is one prompt I'm transcribing. I've been working as a HR development consultant for 5 years. I would like to expand my customer base. My services are connected to key personal creating creating processes and instructions. My customers are small and medium-sized companies. I was thinking to create an event where I would call 15 to 20 potential customers. Would you like to create me ideas for this event? This is a prompt that sets the mood and setting for the event. And then it's up to you to utilize it how you find suitable. Uh, One thing that struck me when you develop a prompt, you can Basically, it has this memory. So you can basically tell it, I have this topic. Ask me questions, relevant questions I need to answer about this topic. And then you get a list of suitable questions for you to answer. It knows that what your intentions are. And when you answer those AI generated questions, then it's more suitable to give you a action plan. Something else that struck me was that instead of creating pictures, picture prompts, have a target audience, gen- gender, age group, demographics. Define that in your prompting and then design your images if you are making a marketing material, for example. And when you generate ideas, it can generate it so fast that you might use maybe 1 hour to do it yourself. But when AI is generating these ideas, it is including a lot of things you might miss during this 1 hour session with yourself. We had this example, gave us two examples. In the other one, it understood that we were environmentally aware, so it gave a lot of keywords that the author didn't think of: natural, sustainable, etc. So it can suggest things behind your intentions, and that way save you a lot of time. And despite Gemini, Copilot, and etc., are have taught themselves to transcribe languages to from one language to another, DeepL was recommended for plain transcribing because that's used for professional. It's for professional use and developed for specifically for language transcribing. So that was all in all the session I had this today for you international speaking audience.